now that we are all seated and happy, our parlor is not as full. Our lounge, you know me, I'm old school. I think of this as a parlor. You know how it is. Anyway, I welcome you to the show, but I have two guests who are going to join us because I'm discussing a topic that people ordinarily wouldn't expect that I want to talk about. Body beautiful. How beautiful is your body? How beautiful are you? And to what length would you go to maintain that fountain of youth? Right, ladies?
Yep.
We'll be back in a short while with Body Beautiful. Yes, I would like to bring on Dr. Vivian and Renee. Give me some music. Ladies, let's let them come. Okay, Dr. Vivian, she is my, when I had a wrinkle attack, she's the one I went to come on. Vivian, you have to give me high five. Boosh. And then Renee. I didn't know you could dance so well now. Yeah. Cut the sound. Let's listen to these beautiful ladies. You guys look gorgeous. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Renee is Ghanaian, and she's an image coach. Vivian is Nigerian, and she's an esthetician. She's a GP. She's a dermatologist. Doctor times 3. But your skin looks delightful. Every time I look at your skin, I'm like, I want skin like that.
Thank you.
You know? So, ladies, we're talking about our body images.
What's an image coach? Sorry, it's a real question.
Hey!
I prefer to call myself a confidence coach. I was waiting for my turn, but I started as a makeup artist. I'm a professional makeup artist.
Did you do this?
Yes.
Huh.
I always do my makeup in the car, like quick. But I just realized that a lot of women have issues with their image. I also am a designer, so I have a boutique. And a lot of time, women come in and I'm chatting with them.
I'm touching this. This is courtesy of Renee.
So, a lot of women come in and I'm like, oh, you're so beautiful. And it's always, oh, please stop it. Oh, please stop it. I'm like, why? I really mean it. You're really beautiful. So I just realized that we put on so much, the accessories, the makeup, the clothes and everything to hide what is going on within. And a lot of us have issues with our bodies, maybe with things that we've been through in the past. So I like to now say I'm a confidence coach. So because image consulting.
So image is about confidence.
It is.
Yeah. But is it about what you can do to get that confidence, Vivian?
Well, I think, of course, if you're satisfied with the way you look and you feel good about yourself, but I think it's a mind thing, first of all. You have to accept who you are and be happy with what you are as well.
But would society let you accept who you are?
Nope.
Society does not. Society dictates a lot of norms, but you have to live outside the society and ignore it.
Yes.
Be who you are.
How doable is that? How doable is that? Because I told you I had a wrinkle attack and I came to you. I mean, I'm 54 and I don't hide it, right? Yeah, and I'm pleased with it. But I'm not pleased with the wrinkles I have on my forehead.
What is a wrinkle attack?
Yeah.
What's a wrinkle attack? I would like to know. Because I haven't suffered from one yet.
Kind of a...
Okay, please tell me. Okay, let Vivian tell you what happened. Tell Vivian what happened.
She woke up one morning
and
was not happy about her face.
Yes.
So she wanted to see me urgently.
Did you have a problem with that because of what people would think? No, or was it about you?
When she's doctor, let her tell you.
No, what it was is that she noticed them more than usual. That's why. Because it did not happen overnight.
No. Okay.
But you now became self-conscious.
Yes. Okay, let me make it simple. Now, the question was, I'd heard so much about Botox, about glutathione, about how you could... Yeah. In fact, somebody had even booked me an appointment to get a wrinkle filler. Yeah. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to do this without...
consultation.
So the only person I trust that will tell me the truth. I should please tell them the truth.
Well, the truth is there are many alternatives to the invasive procedures, right?
You call them invasive procedures?
Yeah, they are, because you are putting external products into your body, like toxins and fillers.
I hear there's a doctor in Lekki in Lagos who can change everything about you. Make your breast bigger, your butt bigger.
Well, there are many of them in Lagos.
In Lagos?
Yes.
Many of them?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Where do I live? How come I don't know?
Because you don't need it.
You're not interested.
I've never thought I needed it.
There's a lot of pressure, and I know social media is partly responsible. Because many of them advertise you want to have a bigger backside, fuller breasts, and they could do autologous fat transfers.
What's that?
Your own fat. They take it out of your tummy, for instance, and then put them in your breasts or your buttocks. So it's your fat. It's not like an artificial product, like silicone or any of those fillers.
But that's still
They do sell, but they sell the hip and bum underwear in the
Yeah.
markets as well.
Well, but you know
that you wear
what? What
underneath the clothes.
happens when you take those off?
Well, I'll tell you a funny
what
story. I have a
people
friend
are
who says, I said to her, okay, so when you take it off, because she's really skinny, when you take it off when you're with your partner, she says, I make sure that he's drunk and he's asleep.
So we
And
need
then
to
I wear it
drink
back
every
again in the morning before he
time.
wakes up.
That's what.
Let me tell you another funny story. I was on a set like this one time, and a model came screaming, "I've left my hips." Where?
No, okay. I just wonder what Omoye thinks. Omoye is young. The skin is still taut everywhere.
It's not so tough. So. Okay, so I've been looking at my face recently and I've been obsessed with the lines on my face.
So I'm not alone.
And honestly, I've considered getting fillers when I'm older because I have my laugh lines are the most prominent. You know, they're just there.
The
And
smile
when
line.
I make up, it just cakes. You know, that's where it's just so.
But you know,
and
some of
then
it
I
is
also have.
hereditary.
Yes, so this is hereditary.
But even then,
This
it
is
could
from my
still be
dad, the
corrected.
ones on my eyebrows, and this is from
But
my
you know,
mom.
see, that's why I
No,
brought
so
an
you
extra.
shouldn't worry about age. That's what I mean.
Not
That's
if
Age will catch up with you,
But the
regardless.
question is, how will it catch up with you?
But there are
I
many
would-
ways you can age. A 20-year-old could have the cells of a 60-year-old and vice versa.
Tell me
So
about
there
it.
are lots of factors that influence aging.
How do you
Okay.
reverse
Nutrition,
Nutrition, smoking,
lifestyle, the smoking, the alcohol, recreational drug abuse. These are things that affect your skin, and then stress is a major contributor to aging. Because you know, in
wait,
periods of stress,
Just look at Dr. Vivian's face. She does not take Botox. She gives
I
Botox.
do not. I don't, because I've never put a needle to my face. Because I feel
But you're like the poster girl for
For her job.
because in my profession, that is usually the quick fix.
Yes.
But you know what? Nutrition and lifestyle to me are more important, and they're easier and they're more sustainable.
Okay. Can you share
Right?
some of your nutrition tips and lifestyle?
Well, first of all, you avoid destructive foods. And these are
Sugar.
refined. Sugar is number one. I call that the major ager because sugar destroys everything in your body. All cells become inflamed, and the collagen that supports your skin turns really hard. It's like a protein glycation is what we call it. And then you start to wrinkle and sag. Then you'll be blemished and dull as well. So there are many factors associated with sugar consumption.
So
And
that's okay.
refined
I
flour.
can't drink fizzy pop any
No, you
longer.
shouldn't.
And Malta
Okay,
Guinness.
okay.
Fingers
Malta
crossed.
Guinness.
Oh no, not like
What did she
25
say?
cubes of sugar, Malta Guinness.
Oh, it's worse than Coca-Cola?
Of course it is.
You are kidding
Coke
me.
is about 10, 15 cubes.
think what I do like
Malta,
Coca
the
or
malt
Pepsi?
are like 25 cubes of sugar.
Oh my
in one bottle.
goodness.
Because it's bitter.
Yeah, tonic water is bitter, but it has
Okay,
the
okay,
same
okay,
amount
okay.
of sugar.
Okay, since we have,
Yeah.
we sometimes drink those things. You know, what I think I took away from meeting with you was that, you know, the truth is, you're better off doing it from the inside out.
That is it, because that's how my consultations start. It's about lifestyle,
And she discouraged me.
nutrition.
I said, you're supposed to be
Yeah.
telling people to come and take Botox.
No.
She says no.
It's like when, you know, a lot of people also tap into people's insecurities and use that.
Wow.
Because even if you don't need Botox, they will offer it to you. That happens in a lot of practices.
I like what you just said about insecurity.
Yes.
Because, like we were saying, Adesua woke up one day
Yes.
and she thought
she
she
ran
had
to
me. And we know those lines didn't happen overnight.
She suddenly
So I was going to ask her, what was happening at the background at the time that made you peer even closer to those lines?
Okay, let me be honest here.
Good.
Apart from those lines, I said, my face is getting darker. But you know why I felt that way? I said, if I, having achieved, and I thought I looked good. I mean, you don't have to tell me, hello. You know, but if I could feel that way, right? I wonder how a lot of the young women out there feel about their bodies. You know, why they would. So I didn't need to understand the dangers or otherwise in all of these things. First of all, the cost is prohibitive.
It is.
By the time she calculated what I needed to do to get that, I'll be spending 300,000 naira every month to have my skin.
Every month.
School fees.
For starters,
Tell me what it does. You can do glutathione,
No,
I'm told.
glutathione is a different thing. It's an injection used to inhibit melanin responsible for your color. So it
But it makes us
bleaches.
lighter.
It's the bleaching injection.
But it's not
America,
safer than,
a
what's the other
US
hydroquinone?
No, it can't be safer. This is intravenous. You know, it's intravenous.
Intrusive.
Adesua. And guess what? A few weeks ago, a U.S. federal judge had to put a clamp down on glutathione injections because of the side effects.
Yes.
They're really
I can
detrimental
imagine
and can
so.
kill. And they become so popular there. So there is control. They have banned the use because it's not FDA approved.
Because basically, Exactly. You're
but tell me,
shooting at
Your liver, your
immune
kidneys, you
system.
can be shut down completely.
And did they give them here?
but who could?
Whoa. In the markets,
In our market in Nigeria, Balogun market.
non-medical professionals are injecting people. That is what is
Get
happening.
fair.
Yes.
NAFDAC needs to clamp down on that. Come on.
Well,
It's a dangerous thing.
apart from that,
No, people need to hear this and stay away from it.
Humans need to think about how dangerous it could be if you're asking something that naturally happens in your body to stop.
Okay, I have to ask you, and this is a serious question, and people say, when I ask it because I'm light-skinned, why do you think light skin is better? I have a sister who's dark skin and looks exactly like me.
And
we walk into a
gorgeous.
room together. Nobody notices I'm there.
It's
Self-confident.
It's upbringing.
And also,
my sister is as light as a mixed
pressures
race.
as well.
And growing up, I didn't know the difference. It was when I started working as an actor that I realized that there was. I never saw it. My sister
But it's
is
a problem
like.
worldwide.
But you know, a lot of women say
10
that
shades.
men sort of like are more attracted to fairer ladies. So that's why I think.
Gorgeous dark-skinned women.
But that's part of it.
it's more
That's the
than part of
perception.
it. I read an interview where 3 guys had been interviewed and they were being asked about people who have bleached. And I was looking for any one of them to tell me they preferred a darker girl.
And they didn't.
And they didn't. All they said was, oh, it shows lack of self-confidence and this is self-esteem. This is, I mean, they said all that could be wrong with the girl, why she was doing it. But none said, personally, I prefer a darker girl.
I'll take a
So
break.
I wondered.
I'll take a break about this light skin, dark skin thing, and I'll come back. And I'll tell you why I wish I was lighter. The conversation continues. These ladies are rowdy. But I said I would tell you why I wanted to be light skinned. I was lying. And I lie.
But you are like.
So you want to be dark
Oh,
skinned?
but you know,
You're already light-skinned.
Yeah.
What would you say I am?
But guess what? I think that's the angle I was going to take. Guess what?
Yeah.
A friend of mine told me recently that she's in her 50s. We're almost 50. She went to a party. She was wearing a black dress. That she walked past the mirror and saw herself. I said, I am light too. She's lighter than me. The reason I'm saying is that people who are truly light don't even know that they're light-skinned.
But they're not concerned.
They're not concerned because my husband told me that I said I'm not light. But see me now.
Yeah.
I noticed the difference between my face and my body. And you told me it was the sun.
Yes.
And now the truth, and she told me I should use
Sunblock.
I said I don't have the energy
Sunblock.
to be rubbing anything on my face. So let's just go
then you
with
shouldn't
it.
have an issue with it.
No, I'll stick a powder. I can't use the powder. I stick
but you
with
should
powder.
still put the sunblock before you put
Before
your
you
powder.
It's too much
The sun is a
trouble.
major
No, but you
You
need
shouldn't
to
be
wear.
worried
You need
about
to wear your
doing it.
sunblock.
Yeah.
The sun is a major contributor to aging.
Aging.
Yes.
I just swear,
Okay,
take
okay,
that advice
okay.
from me.
But I will live with it.
Sunblock.
You will tell me,
It's a must.
throw something,
Regardless
rub
of your
it.
complexion.
Regardless
Even
of
if it's
whether you're a
dark
ginger.
If you don't want, you
Even
can
if it's dark
sunblock.
spots, yes, all the
It's
time.
important.
Oh, do they have sunblock spray?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, I'll go for that.
That's it.
Just
Anyway,
don't
what were you saying about, she said she doesn't like dark.
I prefer dark-skinned men. I
do
wouldn't.
I.
So, so why can't a man prefer?
So
Exactly.
I
As a
think
man
that
that's bleaching,
it tells
that's even worse.
us. It tells us why. So the reason most girls prefer dark-skinned men because there's a sense that that connotes strength. Like he's.
So why don't we use that for women? That connotes.
So a woman who's light, she comes so
fragile.
Yes, let me go.
That's such a lie.
About that. I've never been fair in my life.
But it's a. That's why they think you are a militarian, authoritarian.
There's nothing even vaguely dainty about me, and I'm light-skinned.
You don't know.
They are
But that's what
mistaken.
you are saying.
But you're not
That's
even
your
checking
image.
yourself out.
Okay, no, you remember
that's
we're
how
talking
you
about
see
body
yourself.
beautiful.
Exactly. Now we go
So the
into skin.
definition of beauty is what matters there
No,
for.
yes.
So what would you say beauty is? What's your own opinion about beauty?
Beauty is...
Body.
In the eye of the beholder.
It's in the eyes of the beholder, but you can exude beauty by your own self-confidence.
That's it.
That's the most
That's
important
it.
thing. That's how you
That's what I was
feel.
going to say.
Good point. But where does self-confidence come from? When you are stepping out and a little girl is looking, my daughter who's dark, in fact, all my kids are dark except one. Okay. By the time that one came, I was worried because it's like, they were wondering who is their mother. If not, I'm the one that pushed them out, right? So when that one came...
That's 6, by the way.
I beg your pardon.
And that's just what I tell everyone.
So then she comes out, she has a very light-skinned girl like this. So her sister says, one day, out of the blues, I wish I was as light as Chioma. And I'm like, hey.
Don't let's start.
Hang it there.
Yeah.
Beautiful, in fact, beautiful girl. So I'm like, how did she get this? Because in school, they tell her, oh, Choma is lighter. Because whether you like it or not,
Where
bright.
do you come from? Where are you dark?
But even adults do it.
Yes.
My mom is as light as you. My dad is very dark. Sometimes, you know, at a function or something, an auntie or somebody will say, oh, who are you? Da, da, da. Oh, what a shame. You took your father's color. You know, so even aunties and all that are putting that in our mind.
So we put, when did we start putting dark down? What makes dark?
What I feel is that it's because of, you know, the diverse ethnicities in the world. I'm sure within us as a people here, before they were exported to Caucasian countries, so to speak, I didn't think people had problems with color then. Yes. I don't know, but I just don't think so. But it now became that the black race was somewhat inferior. For you to take them and enslave them, you definitely felt that they were inferior. So that has remained as...
So, but even English language, black as night, white as snow.
Yeah. But the truth is, it's dark at night now. It is. But that's the truth, isn't it? But does that mean dark as night is a bad thing?
When they draw Satan, devil, it's black. It's black. So it's like the connotation that
what.
But you know, I think children should be taught early to accept all skin tones as beautiful. Yes. Like I have 2 daughters. One is darker than me and the other one is lighter than I am. So I made it very clear to them that, you know, your skin tones are beautiful. You're chocolate brown, you're this,
you're vanilla.
You know? And so they're very proud of their colors. And I remember a time when, because they share a bathroom, they're still quite young. The darker one used her sister's sponge by mistake. Then she ran out of the bathroom. Mommy, I don't want to get light. I used her sponge. I want to
So you have done a good job.
Yes.
No, but wait until she gets into a society that tells her otherwise.
Well, in this society, no, not here. You resist it. If you grow up, you resist it.
When my kids were young, I have 3 daughters. 2 are light-skinned and the youngest is dark-skinned. And the youngest is actually the most beautiful. She's very exotic looking.
Because you look at her.
I used to call them gorgeous, pretty, and beautiful. So when she was really little and you tell her, you're very beautiful, you know, she said, I know. From the age of like 4 or 5, she just said, I know, like, it's inconsequential, like, they already call me beautiful. So that means now she feels like that.
So and she's the darkest.
She's the darkest.
Good.
We are at fault. But you won't blame somebody who will notice a light-skinned person before a dark-skinned person, would you?
Can I say
the brighter color? Because if you take a moment and look at some really, I mean, Alec Weck, for example, was thought to be very ugly.
Because she
was dark. But, you know, when you take a moment to look at her, she owns her features. She owns her features. And, you know, it's exotic. And you say, oh, this girl is beautiful. But you have to take a moment to look to see that beauty.
Some light-skinned people are actually ugly.
I mean... but you wouldn't notice.
I'm not saying is that lightness...
So beauty is not about being light or dark.
No, it's not about complexion.
No, think about... When you enter a room and there's a flash of light, you look, right?
Exactly.
So light actually attracts.
Thank you.
I mean, but it doesn't mean it's superior.
Beautiful, yes. Thank you.
That's it.
So my question
Thank you.
To follow up on the subject of insecurities and confidence, do we have any part of our body that we would like to change or we're not
apart from
very
color?
confident?
Start with you.
Apart from color.
No, okay, color is...
color,
First of all, we have established the fact that color doesn't necessarily mean beautiful.
No, yes.
Beautiful is being confident and owning what you have, right?
Despite your complexion.
Okay, so now the next question is there a part you want to expunge?
I'll start with myself. I didn't like my legs growing up.
Stand up.
I have these beautiful K-legs, very long legs. See?
We have put it together.
So you have K-legs. I have K-legs. I have K-legs, oh.
That's not K-legs.
Okay,
but she says she has K-legs.
So growing up, so I have K-legs. It's in my family. In fact, I'm told that my grandmom's legs were much, much worse than mine. Anyways.
Worse, so this is bad, in your opinion.
Yeah, you see, that's the point. I grew up being told that my legs were funny, I had K-legs, and they would tease me at home and at school. And I'm sure they didn't mean to make me insecure. But I couldn't wear, like I say to people, skirt has to be super short so they see the entire length of legs.
K or not?
Yes, so it says nice long legs, whether they're K or not, exactly. Or it has to be long. And so I've learned to dress my body and I've learned to learning to stand properly. But that was a major source of insecurity for me. But one day I realized these legs are never going to change.
No, but they can't. Can't that doctor?
There's some surgeries you can use.
That might.
Of course, you're taking huge risks.
No, that is the truth. They can
it's
turn.
possible.
It's possible.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah,
So the next
exactly.
is my stomach. That I can do something about.
Excuse me.
Where is this?
So what do you want?
let me tell you.
Why do you want Oriana, Arabella?
You see, you have named them for your children. There's nothing to name.
Because every single tire on Dion's body has a name.
I look
Yes,
like
but I don't have any children, so what's my excuse? And don't let the boobs are doing a perfect job of hiding.
So you mean the proportion?
Okay, that's where you are.
So the proportion.
Image consultant.
What was the question?
What don't you like?
What don't you like about your
I'm
body?
asking what was the question because I can't even think of
And then
anything.
you
You have to stand up. Let us see all the things that you like.
Are you ready?
She's got the right
I'm wearing
curves.
this today, so you can't really see my curves. But
you
oh my
know.
God, I think Niger has given me some
oomph.
Extra.
Yeah.
What don't I like? There are things that.
Or what didn't you like before, even if?
Before.
So nobody gave you body issues growing up?
No.
Wow, you're lucky.
Yeah. No, I no.
Okay, I'll come back to you. What don't you like?
You're going to hate me, but I'm going to say, while I was married, I got told I was ugly. 'Cause
I
was
know a few
overweight.
names you were called.
Yes. Oh, you're fat, you're not attractive. So I believed that. But after I became separated, I had a partner. And every time I walked into the room, to
Partner,
date,
bad
his
guess.
entire self just rises to the occasion. So then I'm thinking to myself, damn, I'm looking
PG
good.
what?
You know, so it works.
So it's changed.
Yes, it
Your body
changed.
confidence has
He says
increased.
you're
And
beautiful.
your body image.
So it's a function of preference.
Yes.
And
So
then
now you asked what an image coach is. So we have to go through that coaching. We actually talk. It's like we have sessions. Tell me about how you're growing up. It's that's why I always say that low self-esteem or low it's not like a life sentence. You
can
can't say-
get out of it.
You can get out.
So
of
what
it.
are your own
Yes.
issues?
You know.
Before I wind up.
I don't think I have issues now.
counseling help.
But
Okay, exactly.
when I was young, everybody,
When you were
would know.
younger.
When I was young. At university, everybody was size 0. I was a good size 16.
You were
I
ever size
got
16.
married in a size 16 wedding dress.
Now I know why you go to the gym.
Well, at some point, I decided to go for it.
To work on it.
Revenge on those girls
Revenge.
I like that.
who were size 0 who are now size 22.
Okay.
No, I remember.
That's
Sorry.
what's up.
I think
parties
what
they
I
go
didn't
to.
like, one thing I've just remembered was my height.
Oh, you thought you were too tall?
Yeah.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
let me conclude on the show with Dr. Vivian giving me the last words. What you don't like and how we can get out of what we don't like.
Well, personally, I would say my parents raised us to love ourselves. So I've never had confidence issues. And there's nothing about myself I ever disliked. That's just the honest truth. So when people would try to put me down, I'll be like, you know what?
You don't know
You can
what
say
to
whatever,
do.
you just say whatever you want. So that could never deter me. So I feel, when you teach them young, it sticks to them forever.
Yes.
So that is very important.
Teach them young, teach yourself, you've got to, at
Teach
least
them
you
the
can,
right
it's not forever,
things.
it's not a death sentence. Beauty is not light, beauty is here, it's confidence,
Yes.
and even if you don't like it, you can change it.